Okay, hello fine people of YouTube, this is Arpexy, and this is another Let's Play blind playthrough, completely blind. I don't know anything about the game. I'm doing the voiceover on it now. I've finished the playthrough already. We're gonna see, originally I wanted to do this thing deathless on my first try, not knowing anything going into it. That's a lot to ask for, it was a dream, but yeah. Unfortunately died. We are now at 6 deaths only through the whole thing. I have seen people who proclaim they're very good players and actually like good players like die much more than this. So we'll see, and we'll hop right into it here. The first part, very exciting. We have a very tough boss here coming right up. I don't know if I knew that or not because I'm checking the walls here and seeing if there's anything hidden. Then I knew it, then I figured it out. So yeah, we're gonna go back here and prepare some relics for the boss. We're gonna get rid of the scavenging relics is what I call them. So for like extra materials and stuff, but I will keep the dice in there because I think it's a lot of XP from the boss and I don't want to do grinding at the end of the game. So yeah, so this is a low death trial, you know, trying to get as many low deaths as possible, but we still have those XP dice in there. Now, the bird that I just paused on, that is such a good thing for this, and I think I go for it. Yeah, very good job, Arpexy. Because the last machine in the last one was, it's a lot of attacking in the air. And same thing for this one too. So you definitely want to equip the bird for that. But this guy, oh boy, this guy is something. He is so aggressive and the hitbox on this attack is so huge. I don't even know how to attack, you know, how to dodge it sometimes, even still. And I've tried, I've done speed running on the boss, and I think I'm like literally in like maybe the top 10 of like the speed runs on this, and I still, yeah, this guy is still like pretty rough. So let's watch, see what happens here. I keep on missing with these tuner arts so many times in the boss battles. It's unreal. If it was a normal hit, it would work, but because I try to do the attuner, I miss every time. That was a heck of an early block there. Oh, he's just like wiping the floor with me. There, I got one finally. No idea what was gonna happen there. Just try to stay airborne. Yeah, this is quite a good time. Like I think I showed you guys like what to do, how to stay airborne. Look at this, how aggressive he is. There's no reason it should have been this close, but yeah, I got him. So first try, and he's done. So quite an aggressive boss. Like I showed you in like the previous ones, if you use the block to stay airborne, it's so good. You can really punish him. So a little hint there, somebody's gonna get an upgrade right now. This is a really good upgrade too. But yeah, this, you know, I think you can do, let me think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I think you can do at least 4 sets of attacks while you're airborne before you land. I think so, because you have the dash, which resets it. You have the block, which resets it. And you can attack afterwards. So jump, attack, block, attack. Let's see what he says here. So it's jump, attack, block, attack, dash, attack, block, attack. So at least 4 times. But I'm actually working on a video now that shows how you can jump the highest in the game, which is really, really, really high. I think I showed it to you guys in the like one of the last videos. I maxed it out. It's really high, and you can stay airborne and attack for a while. So yeah, this ability is so cool. And if you do this on like an angle, if the roof is like on an angle, so you hit that like 45-degree angle on the roof, your character like just flies up. And if you see like my shorter farming video, train fight test was successful. Okay, nothing big there lore-wise. So if you watch like my mid-game like farming video about materials, the really short one, I use it in that run, in that like farming loop. It's really fun to hit like the angle of a ceiling with this thing. But I start using it immediately to check what's up there. I'm probably gonna go for the shadow that's there that I didn't uncover yet. Just to clear, you know, these type of games, you wanna make sure that you clear all shadow areas on the map. And yeah, so there was nothing up there anyway. But yeah, we got the map cleared. That's the main point. And we know for sure that there's nothing up there now. So I think now that I have this ability, I'm going to, yeah, like there's a growth. And it's so cool how they tell you like what abilities can break that growth. I mean, it's a little hand-holdy, but that's okay. It's nice of them to do that, I think. So I gotta replace my, you know, put my scavenger relics in now and keep my other stuff. I think probably the weakest link here for a relic is the voodoo doll thing. That maybe you could supplant with something else, but like, yeah, this is what I call like my exploration set. So it has all the scavenging relics plus the lightweight gear, I call it. I forget the actual name. It's not the light. Oh, wow. have, yes, we have Gilroy Part 2 right now. It's back-to-back difficult bosses. I think people are going to struggle with this point in the game sometimes. So yeah, now we're going to go back to boss mode. But yeah, I should really have made sets for this, but I like to evaluate every time, just make sure that I think about it thoroughly. But yeah, we'll see how we do against him here. It's still a secret. So Gilroy round 2. It's Gilroy. I was forced to return to the upper stratum, but I didn't expect you to be able to pursue me all the way here. Look at you. How long do you think you can exist in a body, blighted body, ignorant fools? Sustaining the barrier that keeps the nation is a responsibility even on a homunculus like myself. Unless the blighted is regularly replaced, you intend to maintain the barrier over the land of fumes. The frost of the Lord of Priests is the burden. Abelia believed this as well. The rain of death fell upon this land. Okay, so he died when he saw when Count Milius died, and he feared you. Yeah, so a little house rivalry there between the two. So he doesn't like House Frost for that reason, and she's worried about, I guess, preserving the barrier now. And yeah, he's blighted. He's beyond reasoning. So he's given into like his selfishness or his bad desires. And so, but it's amazing how tall he is actually. I mean, Nola is really tall actually, like, I think like 200 meters or something, or 200 centimeters, sorry. Yeah, tall, so it's quite tall, I think. So, yeah, good sense here blocking some of these blades. That was a nice dodge. The thing about him is his attacks are so sweeping with the sword. And they're very sudden too. But we're looking good here. Half his health. 3 heals remaining. That was good too. Good dodge there. With these swords, the trick is to keep moving. Especially like in like one direction, I think. Yeah, good dodge there too. So there we go. That's a big win. Yeah. Gilroy, Form 2, down, no death. Yeah, So sorry there, I'm reading like a bit fast when I was watching this, and I cannot narrate fast enough for my reading. But yeah, I stopped here and I read what they said, and yeah, he's basically like, he said she's the one that betrayed. So that was the secret I was talking about. Oh, we're gonna get the second really, really good ability here. And so basically at this point in the game, no place is like off limits, basically. So blah, 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 I wanna help, you know, put me in the thing here. We're gonna get really, really good ability here. And really fun ability too. This is a great one. And there's like one or two really tricky puzzles with this too. Puzzle rooms. So yeah, basically, you know, charge it up with R2, and then let it rip, and it will give you parts damage as well. And things don't react to you fast enough, so yeah, like that, you get some free parts. So yeah, it will go in a straight line. If there is a walkway on an angle and you hit that, he will just follow. So that will change your trajectory. And he will just follow along with that, like until the what do you call it? Until like the slanted section brings him up to like level with the ground. So it's good to know. But you know, back to that conversation, like he basically said like she's the traitor. So, or Nola's the traitor. I don't really know what her gender is, but like, yeah, he said like, well, we don't know what his gender is either, I guess, but Gilroy, we said like he was like she was the betrayer, and yeah, so that's the secret. So Nola is actually the person who killed Abelia and made Lorna blind. Yeah, so here we have Gilroy examination record, and yeah, just he's getting blighted, and he's like basically unsavable at this point. It says a link to the magic of origin is necessary for the maintenance of the barrier. So I think Abelia worked on Gilroy maybe with Count Declan. Yeah, Declan. So she... I think that's where that like magic of origin bit comes from. But yeah, she is, yeah, I'll go ahead here and I'll get this item right now. But yeah, so Nola was the person who actually did that, which is strange because like, I don't think they addressed that even in the like fireside chats that they have when you're at the rest area. Like they don't talk about, you know, like Lorna must be like kind of traumatized, like to be like, you know, collaborating with the person who like blinded her. So it kind of like, I don't think they addressed that at all, and like they probably should, but so I never thought about that until now, but I think like that's kind of like maybe a miscalculation or something. But so this one, I think if we start here as low as possible, we can we can get to the other side correctly. Oh, and this is a fantastic relic. The Echo device increases primary abilities by 15%. So primary ability damage is from any Nola attack or any Rybolg attack. Both of those are classified as primary abilities. And if you go into the abilities tab, you can see like what's what, like if they're a pressure ability or if they are a like cooldown ability. And so, yeah, either one of those two, you get like a boost. And if you level it up twice, it's a big boost. So I think I see the value of this relic, I think. And oh my gosh, I don't equip it, I wonder. Yeah, so you have attacking on the ground or primary ability. So swapping these two is like kind of a no-brainer. So I think here I'm wondering if the gun is a primary ability or not. It's not. There's that purple box right there that says pressure, so it's a pressure ability. I might have had to do something here, so if this takes a while, I'll leave a timestamp. Okay, it just takes like another 30 seconds, but I don't think I equipped the Echo device yet. But yeah, 15% when you're only on the ground versus like 15% all the time. But I think, yeah, okay, it says damage dealt on the ground. So I think that counts for any type of damage, actually. So your other abilities would work with that one. But still, like your primary is like, that's your big damage dealer anyway. So it's probably better value. And it makes sense because I think it costs more relic slots and you find it later in the game. So it should be considered better by the developers as well. But yeah. So I'll go back here. We have a secret to get here, and we can also upgrade this relic, which, yeah, that's really necessary to do. So she's not there. Yeah, we believe that is the protagonist from Ender Lilies. But yeah, she's not there at this point. You have to dispel the barrier. That's where you're gonna fight Rybolg later, I think. And that's like in the mining area. So after you do that, then I think it unlocks. And you have to go to the 2 flowers then. So, but for sure, like I have this Echo device equipped, so I'm gonna upgrade it, I think. So there we go, upgraded from 15 to 20%, so good. It's a must, it is a must equip as soon as you get that ability. we'll see what's in this room up ahead here. I guess for my commentary this time around, I could talk about, I actually got somebody interested into this game, and it's like one of my Japanese students. So sometimes I teach English, just for the fun of it, and one of my students, he's like also a gamer, and I told him about this, and he actually, like, most people don't follow my good suggestions, but he actually like went out and like bought a copy, and so he's playing the game now. And so it was funny, I was teaching him how to compare things, like, A is better than B and things like that. And so I usually do something like restaurants like McDonald's or Burger King, but this guy, he plays the game now. And so we just made the lesson about like, the sword is faster than the sickle, but it's faster than the sickle and it has higher DPS, but the sickle has better range, but it has lower DPS. But the damage per hit is like higher with the sickle, and it's even higher with the hammer. So we were like using the game for the lesson, and it was like so much more like a fun like conversation, because he didn't know things like damaging, so it's more damaging than the other thing, or it's less damaging, and so it's or it's like easier to use, or something like that. So that was kind of a fun thing to like use the game as part of the material. Oh, the other thing with this effect too is like you can stop it halfway through. So as you're rocketing across, if you push the controller in the opposite direction, and I think you need to jump too, but if you do that, then you stop. So if you need to travel somewhere fast, you can stop mid-flow. So here they start to talk about the Empyrean Parasol, this huge umbrella that is like it is acting as a barrier and as fuel for the homunculi. But you need Cain Milius, the leader, or Gilroy. We got this perfume here. I'm gonna see who I can give that to. And we have a few more other areas to clear up here with the new abilities. It's right there. So we have to get up on that ledge there. I am thinking about the fastest way would be to go there and then just like use the rocket to go up. But yeah, this is kind of like the barrier needs the magic of origin, and it needs to be maintained by Milius or Gilroy. And they were talking about making another successor. And so I have a quick like spoiler about the successor if you didn't figure it out. So I'm gonna say it right now. If you skip ahead about 10 seconds, then you'll miss it. But the stand-in for Gilroy was supposed to be Nola. So it's like that's why she's starting to have some like memories. So she was originally on like Milius's side, but then she turned, and that was when she killed Abelia. Alright, so we come to this area, check out what we missed, and very nice scene. This amazing music comes. Yeah, so that music like just feels like so nostalgic. It's so cool. And so yeah, she explains. Yeah, okay, does this lady have anything to do with the perfume? No. And so she explains like what happened to the forest and how the forest like basically got blighted. Yeah, so yeah, House Frost was the house who was like actually living with the environment rather than trying to change it. So I think that's kind of a theme here. And so yeah, House Milius was the other strategy, but then House Frost eventually went with House Milius, and that was Abelia, and she was like secretly doing it, I think, and or maybe knowingly, publicly doing it because they did give the creatures of the forest, so maybe they could hide that somehow. But I think that, yeah, it's a little bit interesting. Like, they started cooperating that way, and then, like, things, went to shit, basically. It also gave us a little snippet there that like the blighted comes from people, and it comes from like their problem and their like hatred. So that's like what's happening to Gilroy. So even though he's like a clone and kind of like a homunculus, he still has like those feelings about like maintaining the barrier and the feeling like of superiority. Like he said, like, I'm the only one who can do it, and that kind of thing. And that's actually, I think, why he stabbed Nola, because of her betrayal, and because he didn't want her to like suffer maintaining the barrier. He thought he was the only person who could do it. So that's kind of what like sent the events in motion of Lilac being sent to the lower stratum, and what happens to Lilia, which we'll find that out later. So I'm just like searching around now to see who I can give this perfume to. And if I remember correctly, I think it is the sorcerer, where Professor Eliza was fought. I think that's where I need to go. But right now I'm thinking like, oh, maybe there's somebody up here, I think. Like, yeah, like even this guy, like I'm checking. But yeah, I think, yeah, then yeah, but then oh yeah, well, I'll just, search this new area here anyway. Really just like waiting for that hammer to be upgraded all the way. That's like a big thing I'm waiting for at this point. And we're gonna go further into the Land of the Origin. We needed the rocket here, the Lars ability to get past that like barrier that's down there at the bottom, I think. Broke through just like that. And now we're in new territory. So that totem, I don't know that I ever use it or not. I can't remember, but it does restore HP every 2 seconds. It's not like as a percentage, I think, so it's not going to have like, decreasing returns. Yeah, here, use that Attuna art as soon as possible. So I can start, building it up again as I'm attacking. And just try to do as much damage as possible. The punch is a very safe one to use. You can keep on moving, so make sure to use that as soon as it charges every time. Because this thing's hits are like really hard. Yeah, see? I stopped to attack and I got hit there. So it just follows where you are, so you just need to keep moving the whole time. And that's it. Yep, and we can break that, and we can go through here. Little tricky pocket there that they kind of had hiding. And I think you have to use the lever that's above, and it's on a timer, I think. So it's actually another hidden lever, and then we have one of these things again. A little more difficult to attack now, since it's above us. But even if you wanted to here, like, if you're worried too much about it, then you can just keep moving, and then charge your tuner art up and then use it. You don't have to take the risk of like attacking with Nola. You can just keep on like shooting and building SP. These primordial beasts are also like a really good way to like level up. They give a lot of XP, especially the flying one at the end. Huge amount of materials right there, and we got a new item, and that item I think is for the good ending of the game. I think you need to hand it to somebody maybe down here, where past in that area there, once that like barrier gets opened up. If I remember correctly, I think that's what you do. So yeah, just use the map. It tells you with pinpoint accuracy where you are in relation. So just follow the map and you'll know exactly where to do that. Just by default here, I'm gonna do this in the middle because, yep, as we can see, that's most likely where the secret would be. So at this point, we can open up the lever here, and this unlocks a very, very good materials streaming. Streaming farming location. So we can use we can loop up ahead in the, up right from here on the map, northeastern, I guess, is this location here you can loop through. So I say it's like a mid-game farming location because it is. If you consider like New Game Plus, then this is like kind of the halfway point between the two because we're almost at the end of the game here. So it's kind of like a midway like farming point location. And yeah, to get ready for the upper stratum as well. But yeah, we'll go through here and we'll go stop here and we'll go to the next video next time. I'll upload the next one soon. I want to thank you for your time. Please subscribe, like, hit the notification bell. That really helps me out a lot. Please look at my new farming video. It's really, really like high quality and it's only 10 minutes and it tells you like everything you need to know about farming, like what to use, how to do it, where to do it. So I'll leave a link of that here. And then also there's the mid game farming as well. So thank you and see you on the next one.